Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking all about the red planet, Mars. But we're going to be looking at it through three totally different lenses, as a mythical god, as a physical world, and as a powerful astrological symbol.
So, which one is it? A god, a planet, some kind of cosmic influence? Well, the wild thing is, it's kind of all three. This one celestial body wears a bunch of different masks. So let's start by peeling back that first layer and diving into its ancient, mythic origins.
To really get the story of Mars, we have to go way, way back. We're talking about an ancient Hindu cosmological cycle known as the Varah. And believe it or not, this whole story kicks off with a divine romance between a powerful god and a young planet.
So picture this. You have this being, the great god Varah, whose brilliance is just off the charts. We're talking countless times brighter than our own sun. And this incredible being discovers the Earth, tucked away in the deepest part of the universe.
In the Earth, well, she sees this incredible splendor and is just completely captivated. She wants to marry him. So to fulfill her wish, god Varah actually takes on a more modest, attractive form, and they spend what's called a divya year, a divine year together.
And you can probably guess what happens next. From this incredible cosmic union, the Earth herself gives birth to a son, and that son is Mars. Yeah, that's the mythic birth of the planet we know today, born literally from our own world.
In these sacred depictions, Mars isn't just some red dot in the sky. He's this powerful, four-armed deity. And look at what he's holding. You've got symbols of pure power, the Shakti, the Trishul, a mace, but then his fourth hand is in a posture of blessing. That tells you everything about his dual nature, right from the very start.
Even the way he gets around in a golden chariot pulled by red horses, it just reinforces this fiery warrior image. But, this powerful myth is just one side of the coin, because Mars is also a very real, very physical place that we're only now beginning to explore.
All right, let's switch gears. We've done the myth, now let's get into the science. What are the actual hard numbers that define our celestial neighbor, the fourth planet from the Sun?
First off, the distance is just staggering. Mars orbits the Sun over 224 million kilometers away. I mean, to put that in perspective, a trip like that takes even our most advanced technology months and months to complete. And a year on Mars, get this, it's nearly twice as long as ours. It takes a full 687 Earth days for it to make just one trip around the Sun. Can you imagine that? You'd only celebrate your birthday about once every 2 years.
And while it's making that super long journey, it is absolutely booking it. We're talking an orbital velocity of 54 million miles per hour. It's just mind-boggling. These numbers start to paint a picture of a world that is, well, kind of like ours, but also completely different.
And this is where it gets really weirdly familiar. Look at this comparison. A day on Mars is almost the exact same length as ours, just 37 minutes longer. So in a way, you'd feel right at home. But then you look at everything else. 2 moons, a way longer year, and gravity that's only a tenth of what we're used to, and boom, it's a completely alien world.
So we have this fiery, warlike nature that we saw in the myths, right? And then astronomers look through a telescope and see a red planet. It's almost too perfect. Well, this whole idea, this image of a warrior, finds a new and powerful life in the symbolic language of astrology.
Astrologically speaking, Mars is still the son of the Earth, but his temperament is seen as this blend of his grandparents, the fiery shine from the sun and the calm coolness from the moon. You mix that fire and ice, and what you get is a really complex, powerful fighting spirit.
And this is the key, really. In astrology, Mars isn't just a rock in space. It's a symbol of something inside of us. Our inner drive, our ambition, our physical strength, our courage. Think about it. The very word martial, as in martial arts, comes directly from Mars. This ancient symbolism is literally woven right into our language.
This is what's so fascinating. You look at this list and you see professions that need discipline and courage. Leaders, surgeons, engineers. But then you also see thieves and smugglers. It's two sides of the exact same coin. That powerful Martian energy can create a brilliant surgeon or, if it's channeled differently, a pretty cunning thief. It's all about that drive.
It goes even deeper than that. Astrology even connects the planet's influence to specific physical characteristics and personality types. It sees people born under its rule as independent, hasty, and courageous.
and sometimes they might even have these physical markers, like a scar or a reddish tinge to their face. Okay, so we've been on quite a journey here, through myth, science, and symbolism. How in the world do we bring these three totally distinct identities of Mars together?
What we have are three parallel stories. There's the myth of the divine son of Earth. There's the physical planet of rock and dust with its 687-day year. And there's the astrological symbol of our inner warrior. The cool thing is, none of them cancels the others out. Each is a totally valid way of understanding this single fascinating world.
And this quote from our source material just perfectly captures that duality. He can cause and remove debt. It's so simple, but it says it all. Mars represents a force that can create problems and solve them. It's both the conflict and the resolution, all wrapped up in one.
So in the end, Mars isn't just a destination for our rockets. It's a destination for our imagination. And it reminds us that for every scientific fact we uncover, there's a universe of myth and meaning we've already created. So maybe the truest story of Mars is the one that holds all of these truths at once. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.